Jen here. I've got my precious cousin Chelsea with me again, and welcome to this week's episode of Jen's Favourite Things. And this week, Chelsea, you have come along. I'm pumped for this. So we've talked about your passion for exercise and health. We've talked about how you got into oils, but now we're going to get into the practical. So yes, so one of the things that I have been quite passionate about myself, and I know lots of my friends have been passionate about, is, and I loved what you said last episode, just taking the time to learn and educate yourself. But where do you start? So today you've brought 3 things. I think we're going to make a cleaning spray, a hand wash and a body wash, in whatever order you want to do it. And so I've asked Chelsea to start with, so some of the toxic things in our house. So when you think about your cleaning products, which is really interesting, because what I'd like to point out first of all, Chelsea, before you even make anything, is like you've got these 3 empty bottles, a couple of bottles of oils, some scales, some other things you'll explain to us, and like that makes 3 very, very powerful products, and products we use every day. Whereas when you look at my cleaning cupboard, I've got like a cleaning cupboard that takes up this whole wall with 5 shelves, and it's just stacked with all this stuff. So why don't you tell us what you're going to make and how you came to these recipes and whatever else you want to say. So I'm excited. Yes.
So I guess this part of my journey started, last week I mentioned that my mum very generously bought me a 10-pack starter kit with the top 10 oils and a diffuser for my birthday. And the part of that was a membership to doTERRA, and that membership signed me up to a group. And the different women in my group, some of them do this as a business, some people in the group are just interested in changing their own homes and using oils. But the women in the group who are really passionate about learning more and sharing are responsible for the education. So Sarah, I mentioned before, she's one of my team leaders. She ran an oil camp. So what that was for 2 weeks, they went through every day for 2 weeks. They went through one of the different oils in my 10-pack. And explained what it is, where it comes from, how it's harvested, the community that are responsible for bringing that oil to us, and then a few different ways how to use it. So I watched some short little videos, 2-3 minute videos saying, here's how you can use lemon, here's how you can use peppermint, here's what it does. And that's when I really felt like, okay, I've watched someone else do it, I'm now ready to give it a go. It doesn't look that hard. Let's give it a go.
And I like that, because I just want to bring this up. These are doTERRA oils today. I hope that's how you say it. And we in our family use these oils. So this is a great company. Chelsea will come back and explain it later. But so Chelsea's really super into it. She's got like a whole box with 1 million of them. I'm just a little bit into it. So I just want to say, because sometimes people are wary, they're like, oh, I don't want to say. You don't have to sign up to anything. So I just buy oils when I need them. And, you know, I have, you know, helped my friends get into oils. So don't feel like you have to sign up to this big month thing and spend hundreds of dollars. You can just buy the things that you need. But please get a good company like doTERRA who sources their oils and knows what they're doing, because as we journey in this segment, you'll teach us, but they can be quite dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so let's get on to the fun things.
So something we go through a lot in our household is soap. I have small children. We have chickens, always trying to wash hands and just make sure that we try and avoid getting sick. And I've looked for different types of hand soaps. My kids, they'll wash their hands, they won't dry them properly, and then they'll go and eat and put whatever was on their hands in their mouth. And even looking at the supermarket, looking at the ingredients on the back of different soap containers, there are things I can't pronounce, there are things I don't know what they are. I have an app on my phone that helps me check chemicals or ingredients for food, and you can type it in and then it'll come up with green smiley face or red cranky face on whether it's healthy or not and what some of the possible side effects are. A couple of the chemicals that were coming up were red cranky faces, and I kind of thought, oh, this is a brand that is promoting themselves as being healthy and low tox, but actually it still has things in it that are not great. So I investigated how can I use my oils to do that, and the oils, because they're naturally sourced, these ones are pure. doTERRA test for purity, and you can read all of their science stuff. You could check the batch number on the bottom of a bottle and see what its results were from the different tests.
Right,
so tea tree is known for its cleaning. Orange, lemon, they are as well. This one, On Guard, is a mixture of wild orange, clove buds, cinnamon leaf, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus and rosemary. And the things that
It's a miracle oil. That's what I use on my throat. For those of you who know me and know my dry throat, it fixes it.
Yeah.
No, true story.
They're very powerful, and you only need a few drops, which is what I love. So one little bottle goes a long way. So to make our foaming hand soap at home, we just get a foaming bottle, and I bought these in bulk and then give them out as gifts, and people come around and make things. To make foaming hand soap, it's all in the bottle. So a foaming bottle. This is liquid Castile soap, so it's just pure soap. This one doesn't have a scent, so we're just going to...
So where do you buy that?
So you can
for
get
people
that...
like me, I don't know anything.
Yeah, so the big vitamin stores that are around, big
Okay.
health food stores, they usually have them for a really good price.
Okay.
There are online stores. I've bought from an online place called Nourished Life before that pride themselves on being low tox. There's lots of different places. Some chemists have it, although they usually only have the small bottles, which end up being less economical. I get the big ones because we go through a lot.
Okay.
But that liquid soap is really helpful, and I'm sure we can put up a list of websites where you can get things if need be. So just 40 mils of that goes in, and then we're just going to pop our oils in. So for this size container, we're just doing 6 drops. That could have been 7 of our On Guard, 3 of orange.
Smells really
It
yum.
smells so delicious. And that's one of the other things is that these oils, 3 drops of tea tree.
Wonderful.
You would never let your kids near bottles because they really shouldn't ingest it. We've used 3 drops from that, and that is powerful enough to be antibacterial, antimicrobial, antifungal, all those things. But you don't want kids near them. But even for some of these oils, it will say on them, if it says for flavouring use, it means if you ingest it, that's okay. So if my kids lick their hands or the soap gets on their hands, that's actually okay. It's not going to do them harm, which is great.
And so what I like about this is that's literally 1, 2, 3 products: oils, soap, and Castile soap and water.
And that's just filtered water. I have a water filter at home. You could use bottled water, but filtered water, it goes well. Shake it, and we're all good to go. That's how
there you go, guys. Foaming hand soap. It smells really yummy.
2019 is going to change our narrative by loving again. Looking heavenward for his divine inspiration, I see heaven is at the helm, beckoning us to uncover and explore a new way of loving that can be divided multiple ways to be a game changer in people's lives, and in turn having a rippled effect into the lives of those around us. As we embark on this journey of love again, may you tangibly feel heaven around you constantly, and its wind at your back every step of the way. And may the gentle whisper of his kind voice speak these stunning words afresh and anew into your sweet soul. Love each other the same way I have loved you. Be reminded, beautiful sweetheart, that you are passionately pursued, incredibly loved and abundantly believed in. The way of love. Love never gives up. Love cares more for others than for self. Love doesn't want what it doesn't have. Love doesn't strive, doesn't have a swelled head, doesn't force itself on others, isn't always me first, doesn't fly off the handle, doesn't keep score of the sins of others, doesn't revel when others grovel, takes pleasure in the flowering of truth, puts up with anything, trusts God always looks for the best, never looks back, but keeps going to the end.